Well, there's no question that the relationships between law enforcement and a community can be tenuous at best, even despite the best intentions. Now, a local organization was created to bridge that divide and connect cops and community, and it's working. Today, we're learning more about iCINation. Welcome to the founder and the executive director, Jennifer Franson. Dear, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's fun.
Yeah, we're glad to have you, and we are so glad about all of the great work you're doing. So let's talk about what made you decide to start this.
Well, it's not a glorious story. As a single mom of 4 daughters, I would hear the police sirens going fast towards something that I knew I would just want to get away from. And so I just kind of began praying for the police and community, and I started to volunteer, coordinating events to build bridges between the two. And then 2020 happened. And we had the downtown, the fires, the riots, the anger, and I waited to see from our leaders, where are we going from here? How will we get through this? And it's like it was silence until I got invited to a luncheon by Pastor Moses Alexander. He's one of our black pastors in Grand Rapids who is hosting an appreciation luncheon for first responders, including police, at this time of tension. And I went down there and I met him. And after that, we became a 501c3, and he is on my board today.
Wonderful. And so a lot has happened since then. Let's talk about how this organization has grown and developed and the connections that you're making on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. We pretty much framed this and modeled this after Pastor Moses and that event, but we do it in 3 different ways. So we host monthly events, like just this month we had a lunch and learn at the Grand Rapids Police Department that you were able to attend with probably over 70 community and police there. So we host monthly events, then we build collaborations, whether it's an organization or school or family that wants to get to know their police better so that they can work together. I'm working right now with the Congolese community that's planning for their second question and answer time with police departments to build relationships and trust. The third way is social media and telling the good news. So we think there's so much good news, people need to hear about it. So we do that on social media, and once a week I send out a short email with positive police community news and what our next event is. And you can go to our webpage and sign up for that today.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And yeah, it just pops up in your inbox, and there's something every single week. You are doing some sort of an event that is bringing people together. Let's talk about, how you're establishing this trust. I mean, obviously you bring people together, and sometimes it happens organically, but there's a little divisiveness, I think, a lot of times between these communities.
Well, and really, one of the ways we build the relationships and trust, when we're looking to build that bridge, it's over value. Because police represent protecting and serving everyone. Well, we all are kind of partners with them in protecting and serving. I'm a mom. Guess what? A good parent who's trying her best to love her kid and provide for them, that's my partnership with protecting and serving the city. Or whether it's a business providing jobs, or even a church providing mentoring to families to stay married. I even had police go and volunteer to a marriage mentoring big conference where they started the whole conference by bringing the police up and thanking them for helping keep them safe so that they could care for their families and protect their families. It's really overvalued what we bring to each other, and that together we protect and serve.
Yeah. Are you at all surprised to see where you're at today, knowing the way you started? I mean, it was very, very grassroots, and it still is.
It still is, yeah.
But you've grown, immensely in that time.
Well, and I definitely will say I am surprised.
Yeah.
You just start out, I knew what I wanted to do, but the momentum has grown astronomically. And that's really, when people say, how do you know it's working? Well, if you're building relationships and trust, it has, it growing and building more relationships and trust, that means it's working.
Right, that's what it's all about.
So not only are we doing that, but one of the most exciting things is just last year, at the end of last year, we got to start a kids closet at the Grand Rapids Police Department. So we have this room filled with coats and toys and pajamas and clothes for all ages kids, so that when police are out encountering these kids and families in their moment of crisis, if they have a need, they can go and get it right then and just help serve the community even better. So now I have 5 more police departments asking ICI to partner with them. And if people want to help with that, they can go to our webpage today and make a donation to go right towards the kids' closets.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it'll go immediately to the kids that need those items.
Absolutely. Again, helping the police even serve the community better.
Right.
So we all get to team up this together.
There you go. Stuff you wouldn't have known if you hadn't been there and been in the room and talking to these people about what's happening in their communities.
Right.
Absolutely. So, talking about the future, that's one way people can get involved. Help
Yes.
donate to the Kids Closet. Talk about the
Yes.
future of iCINation and what you see happening down the road.
Well, again, we're growing. So I want to facilitate the growth all the way up to one day being able to replicate this to other counties and other states. But in the meantime, it's meeting the needs of our city here and building those collaborations, like number 1, the kids' closets.
Okay, perfect. John, thank you so much for being here
Yeah.
and for all of the great work you're doing. If you want to follow along iCINation, you want to get those emails, you want to see what's happening on social media, there they are, Facebook, Instagram, and iCINation.org to get signed up. That newsletter will come right into your inbox. Of course, the Path Forward initiative, it wants to build bridges for a safer West Michigan. So if you know of an organization we should talk to, or you have a story idea, you can just scan that QR code on your screen or email us at apathforward@fox17online.com.